Hello, wonderful people. You are welcome, welcome, welcome. I have a wonderful message for you today. And the message that I have for you is about leadership. God is calling some people to leadership. I'm speaking to leaders this morning, people who God has called to leadership. Whenever you are watching this video, whoever you are, whenever you watch this video is for you. God has called you to leadership. It's time for you to unleash the leader within you. It is time for you to embrace your call to leadership. I see that some of you say, how did God call me to leadership when I am the least? When I don't have followers? When I even post on social media and nobody comments? How many people do I know that I want to lead? Some of you will be saying, I am the least in the organization. I'm not a leader. And some of you are at the point of being given a leadership role and you are afraid, can I do this? You say to yourself that the shoe the other person has pulled out is too big for your leg to feel. I am talking to leaders in organizations. I'm talking to fathers, mothers. I'm talking to employees. I'm also talking to children. If children are watching me, I'm talking to people that are in relationships. You have been called to leadership. I'm talking to those people that have felt a burning desire within them to make a difference, but they don't know how. It's time to rise above mediocrity, and it's time to leave a lasting impact. As I speak to you, I'm speaking to myself because you are not alone. We are all in this together. For those of you who are afraid, for those of you who say you are not a leader, when God has called you to be one, some of you say, I am not qualified, or you say you are not qualified because some people have told you that you are not qualified. If you go back to my last video, I said in that video, I said, God does not qualify. He does not call the qualified. He qualifies the called. And in this season, I said to you in my last video that God is giving you a muscle. And one muscle he has given you, one muscle he wants you to build is the muscle of leadership. I don't know who I'm speaking with. You might be in an organization and it's time for them to promote you. It is time for you to work the muscle of leadership. You might be a janitor and you are saying, nobody knows me. My brother, my sister, you are known by everybody because of the way you carry yourself and the way you behave and take care of others. Who says you are not a leader? Leadership is not limited to those people in high positions or those people in fancy titles. You are a leader. And the message that I have for you, God is saying to you today, I have called you to leadership. Take the role of leadership. They will hear your voice. For some of you, you are about to lead a group of people. I don't know where it is. It could be in the organization. It could be in your church. It could be that you are starting a business where you will employ people. It could be that you are about to go into a relationship, or you are married, you got pregnant, and you're about to begin to have children and you're afraid, how do I do this thing called motherhood? For some of you, you are afraid, how do I lead this home as a man? How do I lead as a husband? How do I lead as a father? How do I lead as a brother? What do I do? You are not alone. The only thing for you to do is to trust that God is guiding you, because leadership is not limited to only those in high positions or fancy title. It resides in each and every one of us, and it is waiting to be unleashed. I'm here to tell you today that you can do it. Don't sabotage yourself. Don't sabotage the move of God upon your life, because God has anointed you for such a time as this. God has anointed you. Ooh, God is said in his word, he said, I knew you before you were born. I knew you even before you got into your mother's womb. This is a time that God has predestinated. He foretold about it. He has predestinated it. He has called you and he has qualified you. Not only has he qualified you, he has justified you for the position. So fear not and go fearless, go boldly, knowing that the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords is backing you on this journey of leadership. A janitor, someone, or a maid might be speaking, might be listening to this and saying, this video is not for me, this video is for you. Because even as a maid doing your chore, you are impacting lives. You are impacting lives. Leadership is not about being in charge. It is about taking care of those in your charge. Are you a mother? Are you a father? Are you a maid? Are you a child? Are you a janitor? Are you a leader in the church? Are you a business owner? Leadership is not about being in charge, but it is about taking care of those in your charge. I'm here to tell you today that the greatest leader is not necessarily the one who does the greatest things, but the greatest leader is the one who gets the people to do the greatest things. I repeat, the greatest leader is the one who gets the people to do the greatest things. As a mother, you are a leader. You are called to lead your children. You might not be doing the greatest things, but you can ensure, motivate, inspire, empower your children to do the greatest things. That's what leadership is all about. Even as a maid, you see how the maid told her boss to go somewhere. And when then Jesus healed the boss, can I remember that story? Jesus healed the boss and told the boss to go wash in a river. And the maid encouraged the boss to do it. That maid is a leader right there. You don't necessarily have to have all the titles and the qualifications, so to speak. But if you can empower and inspire someone to take the right action, to do the right things, you are a leader. There was one day I was lying on my couch. I was feeling very depressed. And then a client called me. I'm trying to share with you how a client became a leader, how a client led me. A client called me and said, hi, I just said I should check up on you. How are you doing today? I want to let you know that I'm thinking about you and I'm grateful for you and I love you. You know what? I was depressed, but those words of joy, those affirming words, those empowering words, those soothing words made me happy. It just gave me a new boost to get up and get going. Just a call. Just nice words. Encourage me that, oh, it's not that bad. That's a leader right there, because I got up and I began to do the things I needed to do for the day. Are you a leader? Yes, you are, because God has called you to leadership. And God is saying to you today, they will listen to your voice. I have equipped you. You have more than enough. I have deposited more than enough on the inside of you for you to go out and impact the world. I don't know who I'm speaking with, but I do know that I'm speaking to the chosen ones. I do know that I'm speaking to the children of God. I do know that I'm speaking to the ones that God has called, the ones that God has predestinated, the one that God has qualified, the one that God has justified to carry on the role of leadership. And God is saying to you today, stand up and take your place. Stand up and do the work. Leadership involves mentorship and guidance. It involves using your strength to inspire those people around you. In any way you are inspiring people around you, you are a leader. Leadership means investing in the growth and development of others, in the growth and development of your children, in the growth and development of your employees, in the growth and development of your subordinates. in the growth and development of the people that you serve. It is about facing challenges head on and inspiring others to do the same. Leadership is about stepping out of your comfort zone. It's about you taking risk and embracing new opportunities. That is what leadership is all about. That's what leadership is all about. So I'm challenging you today. God has called you to step up to the plate. Step up to the plate and take up this role of mentorship. Take up this role of leadership. Take up this role of taking risks and facing challenges head on. When you embrace your call as a leader, you become a catalyst for change. You are able to speak into people's lives, and I don't care where you are working, whether you are a hairstylist, you can speak into the life of your clients in one way or the other and activate them for change. Don't belittle the work that God has given unto you. I don't care if you are doing the most menial jobs. You can inspire someone right there. As a leader, you can create an environment where everybody's ideas are valued. You bring collaboration that brings success. You don't need to be in the spotlight for you to be a leader. You don't. Just keep doing you and doing what you have been called to do. They will hear you at the end of the day. They will listen to you. Most leaders that we see today that are famous, they started their leadership from the back, from behind the scenes. David started in the bushes. A lot of leaders started from nothing, but because they were dedicated to what they were doing, God catapulted them. And God is going to do the same for you. I don't know who I'm speaking with, but your nothing is going to become something. God is going to make something out of your nothing. With that, I say embrace your call to leadership and make a difference in the life of others. This is a challenge that I'm putting towards you. Are you ready to unleash the leader inside of you? Are you ready to embrace your call to leadership and make a difference in the life of others? Through your songs, through the books that you write, through your paintings, whichever aspect you are in, whether you are a stay-at-home mom, you are driving a cab, whatever you do, unleash the leader within you because God has called you to leadership. Thank you for watching this video. I pray that as I have given you this word, that God expands it in your heart, that this word goes into our hearts and bear forth fruits that will abide in the name of Jesus. As many as have been called to leadership, I decree and declare boldness, because God has not given us the spirit of fear, but He has given us the spirit of power, boldness, the spirit of a sound mind, the spirit of love. Go in that might and see what God does in these times. If this is your first time of watching any of my videos, my name is Femi Ayodele, and you are welcome to Wake Up With Me, where we wake up one another to the greatest version of whom God has called us to be. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more contents like this. You are chosen by God. You are a chosen one. And because He has chosen you for leadership, please obey the call. I love you guys. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.